You're just gonna be very quiet. We're gonna be very quiet as we bring in Sydney. What do you guys think? That's a joke. We're gonna cheer like fucking lunatics, guys. Let's make some noise. I'll give you a countdown. It'll be about a 3-second countdown. It's got to play through the opening credits. I should probably make these shorter. And in 3, 2, 1, we are live. Hell yeah, people, put your hands together. Yeah! Hell yeah. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Local Sets ATX. Why are you laughing? What's happening? What's happening?
Who did that?
That might have been me. I don't know. It might have been me. I forgot my sunglasses. I got to go maximum douche for this.
Start over.
Thank you so much for joining us in another episode of Local Sets ATX. What a wild thing. So for people who are not aware of this, anyone that's listening or watching, you were actually the second artist on the show.
Number two.
Oh. And this was the first being the one and only JS was on just before you. But you came on the show second, and this kind of spiraled because of it. And a lot of other people and a lot of your friends wanted to do this, and now we're on episode 94, which is fucking wild.
Incredible. You've had an amazing path of growth for Local Sets. It's been amazing to watch it.
Thank you. It's really all you guys. It's all you guys. I don't do anything. I just put the platform together.
You do a lot.
I do a couple things.
I'll break the wall and look straight at the audience. if you could see the full setup, the man does a lot.
I appreciate that. It's very sweet. But we're here for you. We're here for you. Welcome back. How many songs did you bring for this evening?
We're going to do 5 this evening.
5
and I believe these are going to be probably the 5 that are on my upcoming EP release. And I'm used to having my band with me. I'll be playing a song this evening that we'll be releasing on Halloween, so October 31st. So 5 songs and the single release that we'll spotlight.
Hell yeah, 5 songs in a single release. What's the first track that you have for us?
So we're gonna start it off. I think last time when I came, we started Spooky, which is usually where I go. But today we're gonna start it off with a country tune about a silly cowboy who robs a stagecoach and barely makes it out of there.
Okay. It's about my grandfather.
Exactly.
No, I'm kidding. All right, I'll zip it. What's the title?
It's called Highway Robbery.
Highway Robbery. All right, over to you whenever you're ready.
All right. There we go. We're not making that mistake again. Well, somewhere down in Texas, on a dusty desert road, I met a man walking, carrying the heavy load. I tipped my hat, I said, "Hey there, sir, could you use a helping hand?" Then he turned to me all wild-eyed, said you wouldn't understand. I trailed him for a while, before he finally turned to talk. He said, "I'll tell you my story, if you don't know, call the law. I need to find a way to get across that borderline, 'cause I'll never let them catch me, and I'll never do my time." About 3 miles back you'll find a stagecoach in the road, and passengers that didn't hear me as I approached. I took their jewels, I took their gold, and I was on my way, till the sheriff saw me. The dogs came barking and I barely got away. Well, I said, "Now, sir, how did you ever shake them from your trail?" He said he crossed through a stream, swam through a ditch, ran fast as hell. Along the way, he dropped his drawers and he lost a little loot. His hat blew off, his shirt was torn, and he only had one boot. Well, suddenly we heard the call coming from down the line. The dogs had caught the scent, and that means sheriff was in sight. Said, "Oh boy, I'll do my best to offer you a hand." So I turned to face the law, to give the man a fighting chance. About 3 miles back you'll find a stagecoach in the road, and passengers that didn't hear the man as he approached. He took their jewels, he took their gold, and he was on his way. Then I told the law, "Well, I saw that man run off the other way." said, now here you keep this, son, for saving my back. I took the loot and I watched the man walk on for some time, and I watched him as he took those steps across that borderline. About 3 miles back you'll find a stagecoach in the road, and passengers that didn't hear the man as he approached. He took their jewels, he took their gold, and he was on his way across that southern borderline where he'll forever stay. Across that southern borderline where he'll forever stay.
Yeah!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah! It's a great track. What inspired that?
Honestly, that is a good question. I feel like most writing kind of comes to me all at once, and so I sat down. I usually pick my guitar up, I play around, and I like to write stories. A lot of my songs are stories, and so I can't just pull it out of the sky. I just kind of sit there and think of it, and so it came to me, being from Texas and just thinking of a silly cowboy trying to rob a stagecoach and running off and losing half of his stuff, including his hat and his shoe, and barely making it out alive. Like, I just thought it was hilarious. So I went with it, but I don't know a cowboy that I wrote that about. Unless it's your dad.
That's it. It was my father. Yes, he was a terrible cowboy.
Yeah.
Actually, funny enough, my father was actually a legitimate cowboy at one point.
Was he?
It's a real thing. He used to do the cattle herding across, it was like Wyoming and parts of other states.
Cowboy.
He was like an actual legit cowboy. Yeah, it was like a thing he liked to do for a hobby.
That's rare.
A very, very odd human being, which is why I look like this.
That's cool.
So you said
Thanks for the inspo.
Yeah, exactly. So you said you're from Texas, born and raised?
I'm actually from Louisiana.
Okay.
So from Louisiana, but definitely has its country folks in Louisiana for sure. And then I would say I've spent equal parts in Louisiana and Texas though in my life. So
when did you come to the Austin?
10 years ago.
10 years ago?
10 years, yeah.
10 years. That's been a minute.
10 or so, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe more at this point.
What brought you here?
So my family, we moved to the Woodlands, Texas 2 months before Hurricane Katrina. So we got lucky with that. But we moved to the Woodlands, Texas, and we lived there from 7th grade to senior year. So I made a ton of friends. And I knew a bunch of people from there that lived here, and we were of college age, and it just seemed like a super fun idea. I came out here and I went and stayed with my best friend Sarah, and we went to the river, and I was absolutely sold. I moved here within 2 weeks.
Oh my God,
yes,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I packed my car.
Just because of the river?
And the friendship.
Okay.
But actually, truly, the river, and I sing about it in my set here, it's super important to me and my friend group, and it definitely was a pivotal thing. I mean, the river is such a simple thing to say, but it represents so much more, like me becoming a part of nature and not being afraid to jump off something and into something and get dirty. I don't know. It was just, I was 21 years old, and it was my first time ever jumping into a wild river. I don't know, just living that life. So it was awesome and inspiring. That. And so,
do you find yourself going into nature to get inspiration for life and music? Is that an impactful thing for you?
Yes, and everyone should, and that's exactly what one of my songs I'll sing this evening is about. It essentially talks about too many thoughts running around in our head, and we should get out there in nature, unplug. So
get out there in nature, unplug, and also do stuff like this. Go support your friends. Get out of your house. Get off your cell phone.
Which, thank you to my friends. I say it every time.
Hell yeah, friends. What's up?
It always surprises me that you guys show up. Thank you. It means the world to me. So
it shouldn't surprise you. You're fucking awesome. I'm so happy that we're doing this again. Do you remember your first musical performance? I never asked you this on the first show.
My first musical performance. Well, I mean, do we want to get technical?
Sure.
I was Annie in Broadway Kids.
Yeah.
In 5th grade.
There we go.
And I went out and I auditioned alongside all the music theater kids, and I didn't know any sing-along tunes besides maybe Cinderella ones or whatever. And I went up there, I sang Respect by Aretha Franklin, and I got the lead role.
Yeah.
So it worked out for me, but I retired after that until I was 28 or 9, and then when I bought my guitar. And actually my first official performance, which some of you beautiful folks were there too, I had a friend who worked at a bar down the street on West 6th who said, my guy's not showing up, can you get up on stage? And I was like, I can't tonight, but can I in 2 weeks? And I went home and I hustled my ass off for 2 weeks. The day of the show comes, I projectile vomited, and I got up there and I did the damn thing.
Whoa.
And yeah. And
Wait, did you really projectile vomit?
Not on stage.
Okay, all right. But wait,
But
do you actually did in the back room?
I've thrown up a few times before shows.
Oh no shit! Oh my god!
It's a thing. My little sister who's watching can attest. We like throw up in times of stress. That's our response. It's just quick throw up, rally, let's go. Shout out my bestie sister Grayson.
What an amazing thing to have as an emotional response to something. It's just
amazing for you, not for me.
No, not. The comedy of it is the dark comedy in my head is where I'm going. That's incredible.
It's as chaotic as you can imagine.
I was going to ask you, what's a random skill that you have that has nothing to do with music, but I think we might have found it. That's incredible.
That's a really good question, though.
What is a random skill that you have that has nothing to do with music?
Damn, that's a really good question.
I hope I do that all night.
I don't know if I should say it on air.
You have so many
I do
skills.
have a lot of skills, but I roll really nice doobies.
Hey, okay.
Raise your hand in the crowd if you can attest to my doobies.
That is incredible.
I had a feeling some of y'all would think that.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
We do have, we have a couple people watching. Shout out to your sister. What's your sister's name again?
Grayson.
Grayson?
Grayson Haley.
Hell yeah.
And Joseph, her awesome fiance. My mom and dad, I'm sure. My bestie Amber and Quentin, their baby Lou, I'm sure, are watching. I'm sure there's some others as well.
Little baby Lou. Hell yeah. I love that. I love that people are checking this out.
I sent it to all my favorite babies.
There you
Hopefully
go.
They're all watching.
Who is your biggest cheerleader in life? Is it your sister?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, that's a great
Absolutely.
answer.
My sister and my besties, all my besties. And my mom, everyone I'm surrounded by it. Just completely surrounded by cheerleaders. I mean, look behind you, It's a Monday night.
Yeah.
The folks are here, I mean, it's just, I can't even describe to you how supported I am. It's amazing. So, of course, my sister, my family, my besties, but literally just so many of you guys. It's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, you're awesome. You're an awesome human being. And
Thanks.
I've known you for a little over a year now, which is crazy.
I know. Year and a half.
Yeah, it's wild. But you're an amazing human being. You really are. And you're also very supportive in the community here, which is great.
Thank you.
So I love the fact that you're back and we're doing this.
Thank you.
What is something that you've recently had to unlearn?
Something I've had to unlearn. Okay. I think, that's a loaded question in a sense, because I feel like it's our responsibility to constantly learn and unlearn.
True.
And I will get to a point where I feel like, man, I am just killing it at everything. I'm hitting all the things that I want to hit. And then like a week later, I find myself being kind of down on myself, but it's because it's time for reflection. And I mean, just last week, there were some things I was like, okay, I feel like I could take that in and be better about that. So by unlearning, I guess I unlearn my patterns and habits in my head and then try to readjust those so I can be a better person to those around me.
I love that
So
answer.
whether it's work, friendship, music, I'm always learning and unlearning and then repeating.
There we go. That's a great answer. Also, shout outs for my wife who's watching online, and they're in spirit. She's here with us in spirit. She misses you very much.
Love you, Em.
Yes.
Kiss your babies.
Oh, he's the best. You're not going to see it because we don't put any photos of our kid online.
Right.
But I was showing everybody the laughter, the gut laughing from my son, and it's the best noise in the world. And I'll play it for all of you, and I don't care. You will listen to it before you
It
leave.
is the best.
Describe yourself in 3 emojis.
Okay, so the emoji that's like a half smirk? That's like, that's me for sure. Then there's the emoji, the one I'm talking about, the little sexy half smirk, that one. Then there's the emoji, and it's supposed to be for wind, and it's like a girl blowing like wispy swirls.
Yes.
That's me as well. And then, gosh, I wish I could like reference my phone to see what I'd be sending.
But gosh, I mean, let's be lame. The deep color red heart.
Yeah.
I'll be sending that one to all my folks.
That's a good one.
Those
That's
are
not lame.
good.
That's not
Those
lame.
are good.
I like that answer. All right, last one. We get to the next song. What
Okay.
if you had a warning label? What would it say?
Smells like weed. Has ADHD. Do you want me to keep going? Ask Reed how many times he had to tell me to step back into the frame. I think at one point I spun out.
You spun out of the frame, and I have to adjust camera one again because it's high from what I. It's not that kind of high, but it's the shot is high. I'm gonna move it down. But
I'm actually not high before the show this time.
That's great. That's wonderful. All right, what is the second song that you have for us this evening?
So I'm not using a cheat sheet. No, so I was gonna play.
Is it on your hand? Is that what that?
Yeah, it's on my hand. So, and I was kind of thinking I might switch up the order here a little bit, but no, I'm gonna keep with my flow. So this tune is called "In Her Arms," and it's another country song. There is a video out of this one I recorded with Chill Country, and then we're gonna do it with the full band on my upcoming EP as well. But yeah, this tune is called "In Her Arms," and it's about walking away when you know the time is right.
All right, over to you.
All right. Well, we were there in the road, you said, why don't you follow me home? I said, no, I'm leaving you. I don't love you anymore. I won't cry, I won't even bat my eyes. And you know just why, so I'm leaving you tonight. I saw you in her arms the other morning. You didn't know that I could see you from over there. So I'm gonna pack my bags and leave you all alone. So honey, no, I won't follow you home. Ooh. I see my cup, now I know you could never fill it up. And I look at you standing in this road and how you're begging me not to go. If your love's a game, darling, I never wanted to play. So I'll just smile and turn my cheek and I'll watch on the other way. I saw you in her arms the other morning. You didn't know that I could see you from over there. So I'm gonna pack my bags and leave you all alone. So honey, no, I won't follow you home. So honey, no, I won't follow you home. Thank you guys.
You have a beautiful voice.
Thank
You have an
so
absolutely beautiful
much.
voice. It's really, really great.
Thanks.
When did you first realize you had that voice?
So I definitely, I think as a child, I exhibited some behaviors that might have shown some interest in singing. But there was a pivotal moment when I was 22, and I was hanging out with my roommate, and I asked her, can I sing you a song? I think I can sing, but I have this fear of being bad at it and like being delusional. So I sang her some Janis Joplin or something, and when I opened my eyes, because had them closed the whole time, she was looking at me like, what is wrong with you? That was amazing. So the interest started there, but I would say probably around 28 was whenever I really figured out where my passions were, and I realized I wanted to make music in the space where I've always had a passion and love for music, which is Americana and country music and bluegrass, and so it's been a journey through my 20s to get here, but there's always been this underlying a sense and an anxiety that I was like not doing something that I was supposed to be doing, and so yeah.
What is that the thing that drove you to me? I was going to ask you, when did you realize that music was more than just a hobby for you?
Yeah, when I would get extreme anxiety when I would see other musicians that I love doing what they love. Oh. My reaction was, oh my gosh, I love what I'm hearing, but also like physically ill. Also,
wow, okay.
Like, oh, why is it making me so anxious to like look at this person and see what they're doing? And so I always felt like something was missing. It was just this very clear, and also whatever powers it be would not let me stray from the path. And anytime I try, my life just gets ugly to the point of like, all right, I'll go back to it, fine. Like it's just clear. Like dramatically clear. So
dramatically clear. Do you remember the first time you sat down to do this and you're like, I'm gonna write this song? What was the first song you wrote?
Gosh, I think the first song I wrote was actually about an ex-boyfriend and breaking up. And when we broke up, I had so much emotion that the only way that I could really get through it or even shut my mind down was to write it down. So I wrote it down. There's some pretty gnarly notes in my phone from this breakup, just some really cold statements. And so I wrote a song through that, but specifically when I actually have a friend who worked for Gibson, and the day that I ordered my guitar was the day that I was like, we're doing this shit. Place the order for me with your discount, get it ordered.
Very important detail.
Let's get this guitar in here. And Jonathan, JS, who you mentioned earlier, was actually at my house, and I said, because I made him come over. Because I was like, I want to learn these list of songs, but I'm too excited. Can you go ahead and play them for me first so I can just start playing songs now? So he comes over, and I said, I'm going to get a guitar, learn how to play it. I'm going to write songs. I'm going to play shows. And he was like, okay, yeah, all right, girl, let's get your guitar in first. You got to learn how to play it first. And here we are, 2.5, 3 years later.
Yeah, and you just fucking played at Whitehorse and a couple other amazing spots. Yeah, like you're
super lucky.
You're doing it.
I've been, like I said, I've got so many cheerleaders. Shout out to the Whitehorse crew. JD is just absolutely amazing.
Shout out to JD.
JD at Whitehorse, we love you.
We love you.
But yeah, another cheerleader. I'm so grateful for those shows because it always helps when you can play at a place where like-minded people go and they can hear you and they like you and they show up, and there's some of them here now. So it's, I'm very grateful.
Hell yeah, I love that. What's one thing that nobody ever warned you about in the music biz?
How much money I'd spend on capos and chords and tuners and shit that breaks and you lose it or people walk off with it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I remember buying my first capo and tuner being like, oh my gosh, I have my own, this is amazing. And now I have this bag full of junk that I have to have and have to keep it organized, and people steal stuff.
That is a thing. People don't.
A lot of miscellaneous purchases.
Don't steal. Don't fucking steal, guys. Come on.
Don't steal from musicians.
Don't steal from musicians. Don't steal from anybody. It's shitty. Don't do it. It doesn't belong to you. What is your biggest creative challenge right now?
Writing. Writing is always a challenge. I think that I have the ability to write, but I have ADHD and I have a very busy full-time job, and I also have lofty personal goals. And when you're finding the balance of content creation and playing shows and leading a band and everything that comes with music that's not just playing on the stage, and then also trying to be a top performer at my job and make sure I make every yoga class and all the things. When do I sit down and write? And then it's like, to sit down and write, I feel like everything has to be perfect around me so I can sit down and do it. So that's always my challenge, but I think I've come close to somewhat overcoming it, but I think that'll be one of those learn and unlearn things that I will constantly have to learn how to like discipline myself to sit down and keep writing.
Is that something that you struggle? Do you like try to force? Look, I can't speak. I just had a stroke, everybody. Do you have to like try to sit down and force yourself, like force the muse kind of a thing, or?
Yes, so my way of writing is I sit down with my guitar. Sometimes I search for the melody, sometimes the words come first, and I just try to find where they all meet in the middle and build from there. But in order to do that, I have to sit down, and sometimes when I sit down to play music, well, I've got to practice my set list for a show that I have coming up, or
right.
I got to sit down and create some charts for someone who's drumming with me for next week or something like that, you know? So it just, I think what it is, though, is it's actually the anxiety and it's the thought of I'm sitting down to write. I'll almost find anything else to do besides that. So
I totally get it. If you could collaborate with any artist, living or dead.
Cool. I'm glad you added that in. Because he did.
Who would it be?
Marty Robbins.
Marty Robbins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
We got a couple yeahs in the audience back there. Right.
I think Marty Robbins is one of my biggest inspirations. So I would love to, my God, can you imagine? That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. I don't think we can bring people back from the dead yet. But what about alive? If you were to, because this is the internet, you never know, it finds its way to people.
I love Sierra Farrell. I would love to work with her for sure. Yeah, absolutely. That would be an honor.
That'd be pretty cool. Who knows? Maybe one of these days.
Yes.
What is one piece of musical gear that you cannot live without?
One piece of musical theory?
Gear.
Gear. I was about to say, wow, we're getting really deep.
That's the next question. That's the next question.
I guess my voice, A, and if I'd pick two, my guitar, B.
Okay, fair enough. On your writing, on the writing portion, how do you know when a song is finished?
Oh, so I've actually recently learned that you don't.
Okay.
So I, with being in the studio, you know, I've had this song, the first single that we're releasing, I actually wrote it, I think, 1.5 years or 2 years ago. And it has taken on multiple new lives, but the version of itself that it is now is such a production that I just wouldn't have even been able to think of it myself to get it to that point. And so I've learned through that there is, you're writing the lyrics, you're writing the song, but sometimes, I mean, I was in the studio and I completely reworked a vocal solo right as it was time to go and record it. I was like, you know, this doesn't feel right. I'm going to go fix this right now. So the song, some songs come and they're like In Her Arms that I played. It's a simple honky tonk, you know, 1511 OG sounding tune. It's one and it's done. But some of these other songs, they can have so much to them that you almost sell yourself short if you don't explore the full entirety and then also ask the people around you, because my band is insane. And so when I give them the opportunity to have some free will and some ideas, which I love to do, it just continues to morph and change. So it's another loaded question.
I do that a lot.
You do?
I do that a lot. This might actually be another one of them. What's one thing about being an artist that you wish people saw more of?
How much work goes into it. Yeah. There's so much dedication that it's given me a new respect and appreciation for not only musicians, but every type of artist. I think we're all morphing and trying to understand social media these days. And I mean, can you imagine Janis Joplin being on a content schedule? Right. Absolutely not. So it's learning how to communicate to people or masses or yourself or your art and everything. I mean, you know, even your show that you do here, there's so many layers to what you do. So it's not just the finished product, it's everything that gets you there. And then I also will gauge if someone's really an artist or not, if you're going for it fully, not using AI or cutting corners, you know, but giving respect to the work. Because these days, anybody can impress you with content or a social media post, but it's like, how did you get there from point A to point B? I want to know your method and what you put in, and that's where people impress the hell out of me. So that's something to take into account, is art isn't just the finished product, but it's everything they're doing. It's even the mental behind it of like being brave enough to do these things, you know? So there's just so many layers to to art that it's like support art, listen to music, just, do it all. We're lucky to have real tangible art.
Yes.
In 2025, almost 2026, that's something that's fleeting.
Yeah.
And we're competing against it as well.
Well, I think as like AI and artificial creation becomes more ubiquitous, people are going to thrive more on this type of engagement.
I hope so.
Yeah, because it's like, to your point, it's like, how do you even know what the hell's real anymore?
Right. At a certain point, I want the real meat, not the fake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I totally get it.
So it's given me more of an appreciation for when what I'm seeing is real art, though. So you are correct in that sense. It makes it more exciting when I get to be like, man, this came from your brain. Like, shout out to Billy Buck, who designed my merch that I'm going to be releasing in a couple of weeks. Billy Buck is an incredible artist and illustrator. Just, I can't believe what comes out of her brain. So I'm going to talk about my merch in a little bit.
Hell yeah, I love that. All right, let's get to the third song of the night. What is number 3 that you have for us?
So we're going to finally take it spooky.
Spooky.
This tune is called Devil's Door, and this one is about, no matter how bad it gets, don't sign a contract with the devil, or do, if that's what you're into.
All right, over to you whenever you are ready.
All right. I said, why'd she run away? Daddy said she was never here to stay. She left us in a one-room shack. The devil called her and she never came back. Ain't rained in about 10 weeks. Can't hunt, we ain't got no meat. No shade, but plenty of heat. And there's nothing for the babe to eat. Please know to never cross that line. No, to never dot that I. Baby, I've been here before. Don't go knocking on the devil's door, on the devil's door. I met a man on the edge of town. I can't see his eyes, he was looking down. I heard him speaking of the shadow man. Said he'd bring crops to the land. With a snap I turned to see the devil's eyes looking down on me. Smoky fingers wrapped around my cheeks. I slipped away when he kissed me. Please know to never cross that line. No, to never dot that I. Baby, I've been here before. Don't go knocking on the devil's door, on the devil's door.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, guys.
That's a dope track.
Thank you.
That's a great song.
Thank you so much.
Where did that come from?
Probably the devil himself. Sent it over.
Send it over. What inspired that song?
It was actually came in the same run as In Her Arms and The Hill, which I'm playing next. Devil's Door. These songs all just came about in the same 2-day period. And honestly, it was the same thing. I just kind of was, I think what it was, I heard in my head the, don't go knocking on the devil's door, on the devil's door. I wrote that first. And then I was like, okay, how can I build a song around this? And so, being from New Orleans, and being from the South, being a musician even, everybody hears about, meeting the devil at the crossroads and signing your way over to, get fame, et cetera. So I think all of those naturally came into play. And I don't know, it's just a good warning. No matter how bad it gets, you can't take the easy road.
That is great
Only
advice.
Only way out is through.
Hell yeah, that's great
So.
advice. Well, you're amazing. You're really phenomenal.
Thank
I'm
you.
sitting here watching. It's just you're a legit star. You're
Oh,
really no. I fucking mean this as wholeheartedly. There's just some people that have something, and I don't know how to describe it. You just have something very unique.
Thank you so much.
You're legit. You're
Thank
really,
you so
really
much.
legit. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I'm trying, and there's some. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. It means so much to me to hear you guys say that, and I feel like any time that I have any support or anything from you guys, it only just makes me want to earn that even harder. So I'm really excited for next month. The music finally releasing, merch releasing, exciting shows ahead, and I'm just gonna ride that energy and keep it going. Recording more. I've got so many damn songs to finish recording, so we've just nothing but good stuff ahead.
Yeah,
So,
this is
thank
you crushed the genre. As far as when
you.
you think of this music, I don't know of anybody doing it better. You're really, really good.
Oh my gosh, that
legit.
is a great comment.
It's
Thank
really
you.
great. I fucking love your music.
Thank you so much.
What's on your playlist when you're not playing music? What are you listening to?
Oh wow, lots of bluegrass. I love bluegrass for sure. Let's see. So I'm trying to think of what most recently I've been listening to. I love Rattlesnake Milk. They're local from Austin. They're an amazing band.
Rattlesnake Milk?
Rattlesnake Milk. They're
Gotta write it
incredible.
down.
I listen to a lot of the Del McCoury band. I love them. Bluegrass, I love Tradgrass. I love Newgrass. My pals Valley Flower. I've always got them spinning. The Ransom Brothers always have them spinning.
Hey,
as well.
I just talked to Saul earlier tonight. We were
Oh, did
trying
you
to
really?
we're trying to
Yes,
figure out time.
yes.
Yeah, they're doing it.
They're hitting the big leagues, so good time to get them in for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah. Those are all great bands.
Definitely.
What are you? Do you read books? Are you of TV, movies? What's your pop culture go-to?
Well, I really want to be a book girl, but I can't even get my to-do list done in the day. So I don't know how that's gonna happen. I couldn't even stay in the frame long enough. How am I supposed to sit and read? I really want to be a book girl, but I do love TV shows. I do. I love fantasy and spooky stuff as well.
What shows are you watching right now?
So right now I've been watching Ghost Adventures.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I love Ghost Adventures. I love true crime stuff as well. I've watched every true crime.
True crime and female. Those
Yes.
two go hand. I don't know why, but you love.
I love murder ballads and true crime.
It's just something about women love murder. I don't understand.
That's why there's one. Just tuck that back in.
That is amazing. So murder and sci-fi.
Yeah, I love fantasy. Love Game of Thrones. Love Harry Potter. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd girl at heart. So,
I love that.
yeah.
If your life was a TV show, who would play you?
Oh my gosh. What? I don't even know actors.
That's okay. You can say the show where this person. You can just name the show, and we can probably hone it in. Wait, who is it?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock?
obviously.
Oh, dude, totally.
Tyrion from Game of Thrones.
I dig it.
Peter Dinklage. That's who.
I don't see that one necessarily.
Can you
but
imagine? Put a big pair of boobs on him.
okay.
Let's see that.
Let's just see that. You know what? The internet exists, so somebody might AI that for us. Who knows?
Perfect. No AI.
No
you have
AI.
To, you have to draw it by
you
hand.
gotta draw it by hand.
For me to even look at it.
Don't do AI. Do not do AI. If your soul had a theme song, what would it be today?
Oh my gosh. Okay, if my soul had a theme song, what would it be today? Well, I would say Tall, Handsome Stranger by Marty Robbins.
That's a great choice.
Yeah, it's just a good, you'll have to look it up. But I was singing it earlier. Tall, handsome stranger rode into town with fire in his eyes burning red as sundown.
Your voice, damn. Your voice is so good. You did a cover of, I think it was The Snakes Come Out at Night or something?
Yeah, Snakes Crawl at Night.
Snakes Crawl at Night.
Yeah.
That was one of the dopest.
That one's a good one, too.
Because I had to go back and was like, this is nowhere near, like, the original. And
the original's a major key, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I have to go back and listen to this because I don't recognize it. And it's like, you really do have a way of putting your own spin on things that's so uniquely you. And I absolutely love that song.
Oh, yeah, that's a great Charlie Pride song. Anything old, we love.
I love that. Do you have that recorded?
No.
Okay.
No, that's just a cover we play.
Would you have any interest in recording that tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
You want me to play it?
Yeah.
Sure.
I was going to say, because I know it's copyrighted, so we might have a YouTube issue, but what we could do is when we shut the live stream down, you can, because everything's set up, why don't we just record it so you have it?
Okay.
I would love to do that. That song is amazing.
Down.
Hell
that sounds great.
Done and done. I also ask this a lot of artists that come on the show. It's very important. It tells a lot about your character, your integrity, who you are as an individual, who you are as a person. Human being of light, human being of darkness. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh, Reed, we've talked about this. So I actually had one the other day. I was at my friend Amber's house, and I don't know if it's a new Ben & Jerry's flavor, but it's called Peanut Butter World.
Peanut Butter World?
Absolutely cracked me up, because I'm like, the marketing people there were like, all right, we've got 10 different peanut butter types. What's this one? This one's Peanut Butter World, baby. But it was like, I think it was chocolate ice cream with peanut butter swirls and then like Oreo swirls, like the actual like cookie swirl. It was divine.
That's Ben & Jerry's, yeah?
It was a Ben & Jerry's called Peanut Butter World.
Has anybody had this in the audience? Anybody? No? This is brand. You're breaking the internet.
I'm telling you, it broke me. I was transcending.
You were transcending.
I couldn't eat all of it, sadly, because I would have blown a hole out the back of the house. But I had to just. But we enjoyed it.
That is a lot of information. All right, here's another one for you. You get to rename a U.S. state. What state and what are you calling it?
Texas, Sydney.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's a good answer.
And we're cleaning house.
I like that answer.
We're firing all the politicians.
Oh, God. Just sign me up. I'll be your chief of staff. Oh, my God. They're all scumbags. Tater tots or fries?
Fries.
Fries. Tater tots or fries, guys? What do you think? Tater tots. Tater tots? I mean, a man with that mustache. A man with that mustache cannot be wrong. This guy, come on.
I hope the audience is seeing the stash.
It's an amazing stash.
We had to pay him to be here, actually. We don't even know who that guy is.
That is, I said this before the show, I'll say it again. That is the best mustache a human being has in the whole world. It's this gentleman right here. There is no better mustache. I am very jealous of it. Very, very jealous of it. Okay, if you had to fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses, which would you choose?
My Lord.
I heard a lot of confusion behind you guys. All right?
I think I'm going to go one-on-one.
One-on-one? You'd fight a horse-sized duck? That's massive.
You haven't seen me fight.
Okay, fair enough. Scrappy. Very, very scrappy. All right, last question, very important also. Superpower, invisibility or flight?
Oh, gosh. I want to say flight, but if I was invisible, baby, I would be conniving. I would be everywhere and nowhere. Literally everywhere and nowhere. I'm here, but I'm not. I would sneak into all of the houses of people I don't like, and I would get tea on them.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just playing.
That is...
But invisibility today sounds fun. Maybe tomorrow it's flying. But for today, I'm feeling mischievous.
I love it. I do love it. All right, what is song number 4 on the evening? What do we have?
So as we spoke of earlier, The Hill, the song about getting back in touch with nature, we're going to play like we're sweethearts in this next song. But this song is just about, I tend to find myself getting just
overwhelmed by life at times. I'm sure a lot of us have. We've been waterboarded with extremes our entire life, and now we also have social media, and it's just a lot. And so I think everybody hits their breaking point, and I was at that point with this song, and so it was pretty much like, get out in nature, quit your job. Nah, don't quit your jobs. But if you can responsibly, quit it. So this tune's called The Hill. You ready? All right. Could you meet me on the hill early in the morning, so the sun can really shine upon your face, where the angels sing and you can really listen? You may find something deeper in the race, 'cause I think that we might be lost. We're busy traveling around with all those thoughts, so why don't you come to the river with me? I could really use some good company. So meet me by the water in the evening. We could listen to the bugs while the moon does rise, where the water flows and you can cleanse your spirit. Honey, I'd rather do this with my time, 'cause I think that we might be lost, busy traveling round with all those thoughts, so why don't you come to the river with me? I could really use some good company. So meet me in the mountains when it's chilly. We could watch the fog as it lifts high from the trees. Can you hear the birds? 'Cause honey, they are singing. We must find a deeper sense of peace, 'cause I think that we might be lost. We're busy traveling round with all these thoughts, so why don't you come to the river with me? I could really use some good company. We could really use some good company. Thank
Yeah!
you. Thank you. Thank you much.
There was a person in the window who was like doing the phone call thing, and I was like, I don't know who you're staring at, but I don't know you, so I am assuming you're not asking me to look at my phone.
Was
but
he in the shot?
I don't know who it was, but I think it might have been for the person who just left.
Oh.
Great song. Another great
Thanks.
song. I love that. I love the positive message of the song as well.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's
A
great
change
song.
up
Yeah.
from Threats.
I do.
in my other songs.
Threats and creepily hiding in people's basements as
Yes.
you're invisible. If you could have dinner with anybody, living or dead, who would that be? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Nope, all good. Thank you, sir. We're in the middle of a. We're just right in the middle of a show. Okay.
We don't have anything.
We.
Okay, good.
Thank you, buddy. Okay. We're going to hit pause for just a second here, guys. Sorry.
It's 9 right now. Most dearest like change to go, you meet me halfway. You know I love baby. Yeah, I ain't no damn pork. I go home with you. So you're not good.
Thank you.
The phone store and shit. See you there.
Thank
you. He ain't getting nothing. He'll be sucking my dick.
All right, thanks, buddy. God damn. Are we still on air? It's logged. Are we on air still?
Well, that is a first. That is a first.
Downtown Austin, everybody.
Thou shalt not sin. Thou shalt not judge. We had a little issue.
Kelby, that was sweet of you.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the help.
Was that all on air?
That was all on the air.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
we had a little issue
Just edit that out
with
later.
a person that just walked in, a homeless person that walked in who's suffering, and we wish him well. Sorry for the interruption and the lengthy. There's probably a lot of people like, what the hell's happening?
I know. I'm sure my mom.
Everything's fine. We're all fine. He's fine. We're fine.
Okay, Mom.
We're all
Don't
good.
worry.
Everyone's good.
He was harmless. That's why none of us were jumping to action.
Yes.
He just had a lot to say.
He had a lot to say.
And we were listening. It
Yes,
was okay.
we were diffused.
Kelby, I'll send you half of that later. I'll meet you halfway.
Yes, I will remunerate you for that. Thank
Meet you
you.
halfway.
We're going to come back to that. Anyway, as I was saying, it was a great song and very
Thank
positive and a nice little change up. The question I was asking was if you could have dinner with anybody, who would that be?
Well, he just walked in.
He just.
Let's see if I could have.
The timing on me asking that question of like if you could have dinner with anyone, and then he popped in the room, that was remarkable.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. If I could have dinner with anybody. Jeez, this is a really hard question.
Living or dead?
Living or dead? I mean, can I just be a history nerd for a sec?
Sure.
King Louis, the Sun King.
King Louis?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have dinner with that guy. I have a lot of questions.
Okay.
He was the French king that built Versailles.
Okay.
And he was also like the person that led us into like the craziness of Marie Antoinette and having like 30 people that would stand around her while she would get dressed and, you know, the extravagance. And so that led to the French Revolution, which has similarities to life where we're at now. So I just wanted to I'd ask him some questions, but no, I'm a huge French history nerd, and I think King Louis, the Sun King, is who I'd have dinner with.
That would be a remarkable dinner. You could be like, hey, how did you F it up so bad that everyone just killed you?
I want to know. Well, he didn't. He survived. He was a beloved king. He was like
I'm
for
thinking
75 years was king, I think. But Marie Antoinette
That's what I'm thinking of.
was a close after.
Yeah,
I think there was a couple in between.
He was a
but
close after. That was, yeah.
May she rest in peace. Did you guys know? Think about this. This is actually he's back.
He's back.
A crazy time
we're
thing.
Not,
Just
we're
ignore him.
closed, buddy. That's the end of that. Sorry about that.
So, I lost my train of thought.
You were saying, did you know? And then
Oh yeah. So in 1776, when we were signing the Declaration of Independence, was when Marie Antoinette was queen. Isn't that crazy?
oh, really?
Isn't that weird to think of time in that way?
And now
She seems way older.
She seems way older.
Right.
Yeah, but we're getting close
Same
to
time as George Wash.
a very George Wash, good old George Wash, as they called him in the playground.
He's all right.
If you could domesticate any animal.
Oh, I love this question.
Any animal. So in this scenario, it's not dangerous. So think of a dangerous animal. It doesn't have to be. But if you could domesticate any animal, what would it be? Did someone say alligator? That's a great answer.
That's what you would think I would say. But
Alligator's
no.
a great answer.
I don't know. Probably. I mean, people try. I would love to have a panther.
Ooh, that's a
would be
great
awesome
answer.
because I'm a cat mom already.
Yeah, that's
But can
good.
y'all imagine if I had a panther?
Any takers for panther in the audience? Is that it? Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like that'd be a pretty good
I don't
answer.
think you're allowed, but that would be awesome.
If you had like a 40-pound, or how
Might be
way
more
more.
than
They're
that,
like
like
60
60,
pounds.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. There is a, of course, it's in Russia. There's a woman that has a black cat. I think it's a panther. Is it panther's
awesome.
black or are
Yeah.
they? Yeah, they're spotted. Yeah, that's
Yes.
leopard. Yeah,
Can you
she has a
imagine
panther.
having two and like walking them down the street? I would get them those chains that are like chain links, you know, like that's what I would walk them on. I am so much cooler in my mind than I am.
Hey, I think you're pretty cool. That was a great answer. What is an very
stop.
cool. Thank you. What's an irrational fear that you will admit to having?
Oh my. An irrational fear. Oh, the song Bittersweet Symphony. I have phobia around that
Wait,
song.
you have a fear of that song? Mm-hmm. What? Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
It makes me like uncomfortable every time it comes on.
Oh wow.
I don't know. Something about that song, I literally am scared of it.
Okay. I'm taking that out of my playlist for after the
Don't
show.
even ever play it around me.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
or I
enough.
will leave.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay,
Or I'll
so
get that guy back in
yeah,
here.
we'll get that guy back in here. He's, I
security.
think, just outside the door. So we're having an interesting. I'll walk everybody out.
No,
it'll
it's
be
okay.
fun.
Remember, I love to fight.
That is true. You're scrappy. We're going to find out just how scrappy. We have one more song on the night.
Yes.
Yeah, we have one more song.
Yeah, we do.
Before we get to it, what's coming up next for you? You said you have a couple shows. You also mentioned
Yes.
merch. I want to get back to that.
Yes, so in October, exciting month. So playing my debut show at Sagebrush on Saturday, October 11th.
Yeah.
So excited for that. I'll be opening for Paige Plaisance and Monica Valley. So that's going to be a super awesome night of powerful women.
Hell yeah.
And also, I'm super excited. I'm actually going to be doing my song release on Halloween, and we're doing a release party at Whitehorse. So Halloween night at Whitehorse.
Yeah.
I'm going to release a poster that was designed by Billy Buck, and it'll be, you know, it's me, it's a poster, but it'll have like the Whitehorse Halloween show, so that'll be a cool run to do. Also have some stickers as well. So
Wait, do you have stickers with you now?
I forgot to bring it with me.
Oh no!
I know, but I'm gonna bring you one. No one knows what they look like yet. Actually.
I'm slowly putting stickers all over my desk of
Well,
all my
it's a
favorite
good
artists.
thing I didn't bring it to you because they're still a secret.
Oh.
So we can't be showing them on air just yet.
Okay. All right. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
because it's still a secret, but we're getting close. Not that I hold any power to keep secrets from people, but it's just I've been holding on to it since April. I have one more week.
I love it.
So if I can make it one more week, we're okay.
I dig it. And so merch, those are your shows. And then can you send me the links to those shows for
Yeah.
where people can get tickets? Because I want to put them in the
yeah.
description on YouTube. So when people go to the show, when they're watching this, they can just jump over and find it easily.
Gorgeous. There's no tickets to buy. It's just door.
Just
you pay
door.
at the
Okay.
door.
Okay, pay the door.
But Sagebrush and Sagebrush and Whitehorse are two places to know.
Okay,
in
I'll
Austin.
find the calendar because they have like calendar links or whatever. that you
Yeah,
do.
and I can send you my bands in town.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Is also on there, and I'll get my website updated as well. Excuse me, as well.
Awesome. If people were to become a fan of your music, what's a good song for them to start with?
Well, the tune that we're releasing on Halloween, which is what I'm going to play next, it's called "Something in the Swells," and it I feel encompasses the exact sound that is in my brain. So it's spooky. It encompasses Greek mythology and fantasy and sirens and curses, and it's got all of my favorite instruments from mandolin to fiddle. And my drummer is amazing. My guitarist, Eddie, played literally like 4 or 5 different guitar tracks on this tune. It's a great song when it releases to hear and know what's going on up here and also what's to come. So
Hell yeah. Shout out to Eddie Robbins. He's great.
shout out to Eddie Robbins, yes. Shout out to my drummer, Adrian Voorhees, my bassist, Phil Brush.
Oh, yeah, Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian. Let's see, Alice Blue, my fiddler.
Oh, Alice, that's right. Yeah, Eddie and Alice.
Eddie
yeah.
Robbins, my lead guitar player. Kyle Smith on the mandolin.
Oh, Kyle.
Noah Griffin
Kyle's
on banjo.
Tall, right? Real
Tall Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle's great. I love
We've
Kyle.
got a couple other string of players as well too, so I'm super lucky. Just
Oh,
an
that's
incredible
gonna be a
band.
dope show.
It's there's some people in the crowd that can attest. The shows get rowdy.
Yeah.
They're a good time. They're a good time for sure.
Hell yeah. All right, last but not least, I asked every artist as well, if you were to put it out into the world for it to come back to you, because again, this is the internet, what are you hoping to get out of coming on a show like this?
Well, my decision to come on a show like this at first was because it was like so new to me, playing music and all these things. And since then, I've learned that my favorite part about being a musician isn't just the music, but it's also connecting with people and getting to, it gives you an opportunity to almost like therapy and like showcase who you are and how you take care of people if you choose to make that part of your route. And so that's what I try to give and receive, and especially with doing a show like this, is like the wholesome nature. It's also, I'm grateful for the opportunity for someone to ask me some questions and get to think and answer them and come and showcase the music and the growth from where I was the first time I played to where I am now. So there's a lot of things. I mean, it's all about like love and creating together and like this wholesome. I mean, Reed and I are amazing friends. His wife and I are great friends. We've built a true friendship and connection from the first time I played.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess coming back was just to like pay homage to doing it the first time and our friendship, and then get to show like the growth we've both had since then. There's so many things.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love you. You're
I
amazing.
love you
and
too.
who else am I going to send all my crazy cat videos to?
I know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Reed's also a part of the online with us too, friends.
Oh my God. I don't, if our DMs ever got hacked, I'd be so embarrassed. I have all my silly
No
cat
one
videos.
here is surprised by that. They're all witnesses to my story. None of them are shocked.
I love it. I love it. All right, is Into the Swells correct? Is that the last song?
Something in the Swells.
Something in the Swells. Sorry.
So I'll paint the picture for you. And this is what's going to come out on Halloween. I'm so excited, y'all. I cannot wait for this song to be out. So it starts out, it's slow and it's spooky and it's ominous. And imagine you're loading onto the ship and you're hearing warnings of be careful when you're out there, you know. But of course, they all end up getting swept into it. So the song has a crescendo and a build-up, and the sirens come. And so it's just, you know, it's a journey. And I'm really excited about it. So, are you ready?
I am ready. Over to you whenever you
All
are.
right. Well, here is Something in the Swells. Traveler moving through the night, haunted under the moonlight, water splashing all around them, a sweet song was floating through the air. Oh boys, please cover your ears. That sweet song is one that you should fear. Oh boys, don't fall under her spell. Oh no, just leave the ship. Don't go into the swells. Don't leave the ship. Don't go into the swells. The old man tried to argue about them, and the evening song of the sirens of the sea
could feel. Our boys don't fall under her spell. Oh no, don't leave the ship, don't go into the swells. Our boys don't cover your ears. My sweet soul, there's one you should not fear. Our boys come fall under my spell. Oh yeah, just leave the ship and go into the swells. Just leave the ship and go into the swells. Just leave the ship and go into the swells.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Oh my God, I love it. I love your
a good
music.
one, right?
It's such a good one. I think you might have played that the first time you were on the show.
Yes.
And I fucking love that song.
I
It's
did.
Such,
I
it's
gave
such a
them
good
a
song.
sneak peek of the single.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You
That was
played.
I played for
yeah,
you.
you played that
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah, I will say the production version of that is bananas. It's so
badass,
good.
right?
It's so good. Yeah.
You just can't beat the instruments, man. Those Alice, Ed, the fiddle, the mandolin, the guitar, the solos are just gnarly.
Yeah,
Like,
it's incredible. And your voice is bananas as
Thank
well.
you so
Thank you so
much.
much for doing this. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
in and sharing your music and your passion and your love with us. I sincerely appreciate it. I can't wait to see what's next for you. You're fucking phenomenal. You're a phenom. I
thank
absolutely love you.
Where will we be in a year and a half from now?
Who knows?
Look where we were a year and a half ago.
Yeah, right? It's
Crazy.
in my backyard, in my house.
Yeah.
It's so wild.
Look at us now.
It's so wild. Thank you guys so much for doing this. Thank you to the lovely audience for giving us your Monday night. Hell yeah. Thank you,
Thank
lovely
you so
audience
much,
at
you
home
guys.
for watching or listening
y'all.
live or even after the fact. Be sure to check us out for another episode of Local Sets ATX. We will see you on the internet. Good night, everybody. Bye.